So I've made this video for people who are thinking about going to Thailand, but they're not too sure about how much money they should bring. If you're totally confused about how much money to save up, then watch this video and I really hope it helps. So in this video I'm going to talk about prices of accommodation, travel and transport around Thailand, food and drink, and also the prices of activities.
Let's talk about accommodation.
You can get a cheap dorm room anywhere from £2 a night. However, the average is £5 to £8 a night. For a private room, the average is £8 to £10 per night. For a higher end, you're looking at anywhere from £10 upwards. When you're booking accommodation, make sure you check for Wi-Fi, free linen included, aircon or a fan, and lockers for extra security. So if you're on a budget like I was, you're probably looking at around £250 a month for accommodation, which is so good, really cheap. If you're travelling with someone and you're looking to book private rooms, you're probably looking at more towards £310 per month of travelling.
Now let's talk about food and drink.
So if you like Thai food, you're in luck. You're probably looking at about £2 per meal. So probably about £4 a day. Street food, if you're happy to eat street food, it's so tasty and so cheap as well. A lot of people are worried about street food. They hear a lot of things about food poisoning and uncleanliness, but street food is really amazing. It tastes great, it's authentic, and it's with real ingredients. So if you like to try street food, authentic Thai food, it's going to be the cheapest. You can get it from about 70 pence for a meal, depending on where you are and how touristy the area is. Cheapest meal I've ever had is pad thai in Bangkok on Khao San Road. 70 pence for a whole meal pad thai. However, higher end Western food, if you're not so keen on Thai food, you're looking at about £3.50 per meal, so about £7 per day if you have 2 meals. Thai food is cheaper than European food, but it depends on what you like.
So for food, to break it down,
for just Thai food, you're looking at £120 per month for food. If you want a mixture of Thai food and Western food, you're looking at about £150 per month for food. If you're looking at just Western food, then about £210 per month for food.
The more touristy the places, the higher the price will be. That's for food and drink.
But fortunately with drinks, they're really cheap, and cheap in shops and in restaurants as well. For water, you're looking at 15 pence to buy from a shop, and in a bar or a restaurant, you're looking at about 50 pence per bottle. For a large beer, in a shop, you're looking at 70 pence to £1, and in a bar or a restaurant, you're looking at £1.50 to £2. For a soft drink like Coke, in a shop you're looking at 30 pence per bottle, and in a bar or a restaurant you're looking at 70 pence per bottle. Just a little tip, don't drink tap water. The pipes in Thailand aren't as sanitary and hygienic as the ones in the UK and in other Western countries, and it's not recommended that you drink tap water because you may get ill. Same with ice cubes as well. Don't ask for ice in your drink.
So now let's look at transport.
So these are some popular journeys that a lot of people do choose to make. These are journeys that I chose to make to certain destinations, but if you want to plan in advance where you're going, that will really help you with your budget for travel. But this will give you a rough idea of how much travel does cost within Thailand.
However, it's completely up to you how often you travel and how you choose to travel.
The cheapest methods of travel are usually the sleeper train, sleeper bus. Ferries can be cheap. However, more expensive journeys will be by plane. For short distance journeys, renting a moped is probably the cheapest thing you can do. You can rent a moped for about £2 a day, and that includes the helmet as well. Fill up a tank of a moped with petrol, you're looking at about £1.50, £2. Tuk-tuks can be fairly cheap, however, most tuk-tuk drivers will try to rip you off if they see that you're a tourist, so always try to bargain the price down. You will be able to get it down. Just be friendly, be reasonable, and you can get a better deal. Meter taxis, you know what you're going to pay because it says on the meter they're the safest option. If the taxi driver says the meter isn't working or they haven't got a meter, then just leave the taxi because the price will be probably triple what everyone else is paying.
Okay, now let's look at activities and things to do.
If you're going to Thailand, then you're probably going to want to do your scuba diving open water course. This is a really popular thing, and one of the cheapest places in the world to do it is on Koh Tao in Thailand. Prices range from about £180 to about £210, and that's for a 3 to 4 day course. It's a brilliant experience, and if you get the chance to do it, then I definitely recommend it. The Phi Phi Island boat tour and snorkeling trip is also a brilliant experience. For this, it's around £8 depending on where you get your ticket from, and that's for a half-day trip of snorkeling and seeing the island on a boat. Now, if you're going to Thailand, you're probably going to want to go to the full moon party. This is down south on the island Pangyang. And for this, you're probably going to want about £30 for drinks, food, entrance, and taxis as well. So Thailand is very well known for its elephants. If you're visiting, you're probably going to want to visit an elephant conservation park. Usually the price does range, but the one I went to was about £10, and a lot of them are averaging at about this price. There are lots of temples in Thailand. The reclining Buddha, or Wat Pho, is one of them that I went to visit, and for this temple it's £2 entry. The 1 hour long boat tour in Bangkok is also a really good thing to do. It's about £12 to £15 for 1 hour. The Grand Palace in Bangkok is a must-see, and it's £10 entry for this. Now, this is a really difficult one because you can't really plan in advance what you're going to do, especially if you meet people in hostels and you decide to do things with them. You don't know exactly what to anticipate, what to expect. Also listed here are a few other things that a lot of people do. These are things that I did personally, things that not everyone does, but they're quite popular. Buying a travel guide will be really useful if you're not too sure about the activities that you plan to do. Looking for a travel guide like this one really helped me look at what to expect in different places and also the prices of certain activities as well. For activities, you're looking at about £260 for 1 month. Now, £260 is what I spent on activities. However, it depends on what you want to do. You can do so many things for free. For example, renting a moped, going on your own little tours. Rough guide, that is what I spent. So to summarise, for accommodation, you're looking at about £250 per month. For food, you're looking at about £150 per month. For transport, you're looking also at about £150 per month. And things to do, you're looking at £260 per month. So adding up everything I've spoken about, you're going to be looking at about £27 per day, every day for 1 month in Thailand. That's including accommodation, food, activities and transport as well. That is an average, that's about what I spent. However, it will fluctuate, it can go up or down depending on what your budget is. If you're on a budget, you could get it for a little bit cheaper, and if money isn't really a big deal, then obviously it can be any amount a lot higher than that per day. So altogether for 1 month in Thailand, you're looking at about £810.